We start this half hour with a story about overcoming the odds. Thousands of teens all across the Hoosier State are now celebrating a major milestone, their high school graduation. But for 27 in particular, that walk across the stage is one that they weren't sure they'd ever make. RTV 6 State House reporter Katie Hines joins us live with that story this evening. Katie?
More than 24 students are homeless. So in addition to worrying about difficult final exams and homework, they're also concerned about how they're going to get to classes and where their next meal will come from. And one of them is Brittany Long. She tells us that she tried to give up in the final weeks before graduation. 19-year-old Brittany Long is beaming in her senior photos. A professional photographer took the pictures prior to her walk across the stage last weekend.
They did your makeup. Some girls, they did their hair, put their little dress on. And I mean, it was actually really fun.
Behind the smile is strength and resilience.
A lot of people who went through what I went through really wouldn't do as much. They do like drugs or whatever, but I put everything into my school. I don't really know suicide. I don't feel like anything like that. I just always put it into my school, thinking I had a brighter future.
Long is homeless and living in a shelter. She moved out of her adopted family's home when she turned 18 and escaped from years of abuse.
Pretty much every type of abuse, physical, emotional, sexual, from pretty much the time I was born.
Long entered her senior year at Arsenal Tech last January. She didn't graduate with her class last year. Not too long ago, during her second attempt, Long tried to drop out.
I just couldn't do it anymore just because my home life was becoming to enter into my school, and I was just mad and upset all the time. And I didn't want it to be like that.
But her teachers refused to let her go through with it.
They told me I was too smart and I was too far along.
Long has been working with outreach for the last year. The faith-based nonprofit has helped her find a place to sleep and a ride to school. A case manager has helped her fill out job applications. And she says she'll continue coming here to figure out the next step.
I do have brighter thoughts about my future. And if things mess up, I try to still think positive. Oh, there's something bigger about to happen.
In the future, Long tells us that she'd like to enlist in the Army. She also says that she'd love to come back here to outreach, to volunteer, help others who have been in her shoes once she is fully back on her feet. Reporting live tonight, Katie Hines, RTV 6.